Welcome. You're listening to The Radke Show with David and Melissa Radke. David, you guys, I am, just so you know, I am not sick. There's not one part of me that feels sick. Nothing.
You know I'm not sick because I'm on my greens.
Yeah, I don't feel one bit sick. I just am wondering if I've got a little, what's it called? Drainage. And that's why I'm got a little bit of laryngitis going on. But
I think
this
for
is
safety.
reminding me of 3 years ago. You know that, right? When out of nowhere, I got this vocal trauma and it started like this. I didn't know when I got it. I don't even know how it happened.
The only thing I would say when that happened last time, it happened almost instantaneously. You didn't ramp into it.
Well, I woke up yesterday and couldn't talk. I wouldn't say that's a ramp. I'm just saying I was on a cruise last week screaming and hollering. I hope I didn't do something stupid to my voice.
I got a great idea though.
Nope, I'm not going to be quiet. Y'all.
I was going to say after we finish this podcast.
Can I ask you a question? And will you be honest with me?
I try to always be.
Today,
unless it's not in my best interest.
Well, this might not be. Today I went to lunch with one of my best girlfriends. Her name is Pauline Moper. And her daughter, Rashana, is Remy, our daughter's best friend since, I don't know, pre-K. And Pauline and I went to lunch. And at the end of lunch, we were about to get up and Pauline goes, she's Indian. And so I say that because I'm going to do her voice. Please don't think it's inappropriate. She loves it when I do this. And by she loves it, I mean, she literally says, you're horrible at that.
Now, her husband and her daughters.
They think it's hysterical. She goes, oh, before you get up, I want you to take a picture of my Snapchat filter. I will show it to you. You will love it. Do you remember when we were kids and we would read? And she went like this. We would read comic books. And I said, did you have to read them secretly? Because that's what you look like. She said there's a Snapchat.
She might have had to have read it.
She said there's a Snapchat filter and it's animated. It makes you look like you're in a cartoon. It was really cute. She held it up and we took a picture. David, I looked like the most handsome man.
Oh.
I said, Pauline, does this make one person a man and one person a woman, like no matter what? And she said, what? You are crazy. And I said, I look like a really handsome truck driver who just got off work after a long 36-hour shift. I don't look one bit feminine. And then she went like this. As if this was going to do anything. And I go, well, seriously, what is going on? And David, even now I'm looking into the camera and I'm thinking, I kind of look like a hot man. David, do I look like a hot man?
No, you don't.
Are you attracted to a hot man?
No.
What's going on? Is it my super short hair? You know what? It's these earrings. They're not big enough.
I think there could be a couple of things.
Oh, there is a couple of things. Oh my God.
It could be you need to have bigger earrings. It also could be that's what the filter's for.
To make you look like a hot man.
Like to make people so she knew what it was going to do. And
well, I want to tell you that she looked like Miss India was walking across the Miss USA
So
stage.
see, it could be
she's already beautiful.
It could be the filter is set up that way. Or it might have just picked up
I hate whatever you're
on a loose hair. It might have picked up on one of your hairs.
And somewhere at Snapchat headquarters, it's going, male detected.
Yeah. I mean, let's be honest. If you
be honest, I can't take it.
If you were as stubborn and had the stick-to-itiveness of your chin hair, you'd be running the world.
I could do anything with a little pluck and determination.
Speaking of pluck, you've been getting all kind of positive comments about plucking it up.
What are you talking about?
That's the name of the podcast, right? Plucking up.
Plucking it up.
Am I saying that right?
You're not saying it right.
Now I feel bad.
How plucking it up?
I'll put a
So her name is Liz Bohannon, and she is a great person, great author, speaker, podcaster. She had me on her podcast back in the summer.
No.
Yes, David.
Really?
Yes, it was super duper hot. She had me on her podcast back in the summer. It was
Plucking up.
Plucking up. Plucking up. You should write that down. I was on the episode that came out last week. But y'all, this was when Chicken Fried Women was about to come out, and that came out in June. So yeah, it was. Y'all, if this ain't a sign of menopause, I don't know what is. Liz Bohannon has me on her podcast. It's a legit podcast.
She's great. And what's her big, I mean, she's an author and a podcaster, but what was her thing that got so big? The clothing.
No, her thing that got so big is that she went and lived with the tribes over somewhere. She talks about it on the podcast. She went and lived with some tribes and learned how they live in community. And then her and her friends came back, bought a big piece of land, and they all live like in a commune thing. And I know it sounds weird, but it's actually not weird. Like it's in downtown Chicago. You understand what I'm saying?
I do.
Okay. Anyway, but y'all, go listen to the episode that I'm on. From the moment it started until the moment it was over, I cried. People are liking it because they're like, oh my gosh, who is this Melissa Radke? She is like so vulnerable, so transparent. No, she's a mess. She's a hot mess. It is absolutely chaotic. I was very, very much, I've told, which I say this regularly so people kind of know this about me. I deal with loneliness. That is just something I deal with. I am surrounded by family. I'm surrounded by friends who love me. I have great friendships. It is
You also often tell me to get out of the room. So
I
you
have
by
a
yourself.
very loving marriage with my very best friend where we adore each other, have a happy marriage. It is a deep, deep seated thing that has come from being an only child for most of my life. I don't know. I battle with that. She caught me on a day that I was really dealing with it. If you go listen to it, just be ready to cry, I guess, because
It's
what?
like the Mike, the guy that used to do the podcast, and basically he would
talk about that. We don't talk about that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh, sorry.
That's another podcast I was on, but that one was years ago. That was probably about 6 years ago. I did that podcast, and I've never advertised it ever for people to go and listen to.
Really? I thought it was good, if I remember. Was it just raw?
Real. And I have never been comfortable with telling anyone to go listen to it, and I still am not.
Liz,
she's a therapist.
Liz
Bohannon.
I believe she started or was very instrumental in starting Noonday.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Wow, I had no idea. So speaking of Noonday,
I will
today around noon,
link.
I get a text. You're going to put a link to the podcast?
Yeah.
Okay. Today around noon, see that segue I did there? See how you like that? I got a text from Remy. So she calls us yesterday morning and she tells us she's got a stomach bug. She thinks she has food poisoning. I say, hey, I wrote the book on food poisoning. Okay. Most recently had it. Don't know if y'all heard about it. Pizza Hut. Okay. She says, no, I think it's food poisoning. I said, where did you eat? She said, the cafeteria. I said, when did you last eat? She said, last night at 8:00. I said, it's today at 10:00. That ain't food poisoning. Okay. Food poisoning going to come on you about 8:47 p.m. Okay. Also, it's going to inflict the campus. Everybody ate it. It's not that. I don't know what it is, but you probably got a little bug. It's called the freshman flu and everybody gets it and it just goes around. She, and I was like, did you drink last night? Were you in Satan's wardrobe? Satan's wardrobe. I just came up with that. She's like, no, my Lord, Mom. She texts me today. I'm about to pull into lunch with Pauline. Remy texts me. I'm still feeling sick. I wrote back, I love you, Remy. And then I wrote in all caps, but toughen up, Buttercup. Hadn't heard from her since. So if we want to get her off our back, that's the way to do it. But David, I'm going to tell you something. When I turned 19, my parents didn't like set me out of the house, but they did say, all right, you got to make things happen. You got to keep going, kid. Like, I'm not here to stick a thermometer up your tail and tell you got a fever and you get to stay home. Like, toughen up, Buttercup. Let's go.
True that.
And that's why I'm so tough to this day. That's why if I get sick at all, I persevere. I keep going. Do I have a headache and I want to lay down for a nap? Yeah, but I don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Do I get food poisoning and I don't want anybody to know because I still want to do my business? Absolutely.
Not.
Absolutely.
Not.
David, I knew he wasn't going to have that.
Because what the problem is when you said your parents didn't do that.
My parents did do that. They said toughen up, but I couldn't.
Well, but herein lies the problem. I was there and had to load you in the ambulance one time at college. And I was there.
You flinched because you knew I was about to punch you.
And I was there.
David
and I had
Radke,
to drive you home to see a doctor.
So you are taking a very personal thing and you're making it comedic for the world.
I'm not making it comedic. I'm saying they said toughen up, fix it yourself, and you just went, this guy will help me. And so I've slid right in. And ever since then,
you slid into my DMs like a bad boy. David Vaughn.
True.
You have
true
never met.
True or not.
I met David when I was 19, which is the age that Remy is now. And I did suffer with a severe case of panic attacks when I was a freshman in college. Thank you, David, for making fun of it. What Satan meant for evil, we're so glad David could turn for comedy.
I wasn't making fun. I was making a statement.
Okay, but to say I had to put you in an ambulance once from the cafeteria is embarrassing.
See, here's the thing. I didn't say from the cafeteria. You did.
But I knew what you were talking
So you just verified my fact.
You know what's funny is that we get so tired of Remy and her crap and her calling us because she's got an ingrown hair and her calling us because her nails hurt and her calling us because she's got bad teeth. She calls us for everything. But my parents were dealing with me having panic attacks. I was on Accutane at the same time. I was a tragic story.
I was going to say you weren't calling your parents as much as you were calling the Arsenio Hall show. which by the way, at the time,
David, you got to explain that.
Which by the time this was on a cell phone where it was like $700 a minute.
You explain what you just said. No one is going to understand that unless you explain it.
So I'm not for sure why you had your dad's car.
Because my parents came into town to see me at college and I wanted to drive his car. I wanted to go out with my friends that night while they stayed in the hotel, which we would kill Remy if she did that. And I said, can we drive your car? And my dad was like, why? And I was like, because it's got a sunroof. He goes, so does yours. Well, it's not as fancy as yours, but it was because he had he had the first mobile phone where it's in a black bag and it sits in your car.
So she drives to downtown Dallas.
Me and some of my friends.
Yeah, I wasn't actually with her, but there were 4 or 5 girls.
Yeah.
And they're driving around and all of a sudden they're down in West End, which was the hip and holler. And she decides she's going to just stop at a stop sign and call the Arsenio Hall show. So did you call 411 to get the number?
Yeah. This was back in the day and Arsenio Hall was really popular. And I just was like, they were like, who could we call on there? We don't know anybody's phone number. And I was like, we should call Arsenio Hall. And they were like, oh, the girl started doing that. I called information. This was back when you could call an operator, 0 operator, and give me the Arsenio Hall show. She did. Y'all, we called it. Arsenio Hall, they have a recorder like, yo, you called the Arsenio Hall show. You got to leave us a message. And I did. And my dad got the bill. And he called me and he goes, I got a $485 charge to Arsenio Hall, and I don't even watch that fool. You're just bringing up all sorts of stuff, aren't you? Hey, you guys, on our last podcast episode, David and I talked to y'all about cruises, and I happened to mention on Substack the other day, which is another platform that I'm on, I just put this out there. I go, our podcast today was about cruises. And I swear I want to find someone who cruises like as a hobby and just ask them questions and just go like, why? Like, what are you thinking? What do you go for? What is it you get out of it? And a woman answered me back and she said, I would love to answer any questions you have. My husband and I have been on 43 cruises.
Holy moly.
43. I bet you, I'm guessing by looking at her, she's probably in her mid 60s, which would mean she's been cruising for every single year, if not twice a year.
Yeah. Wow. That's
from when they got married. That
reminds me of the guy we saw on YouTube when we were Googling something about a cruise or a ship or something.
Oh, yeah.
And I've seen him a couple of times. I'm not going to remember his name, but he has a YouTube channel because every weekend he goes on a cruise.
Every weekend, which is already weird.
I guess like a 3-night or something or whatever. But
I wrote her back and I go, okay, I'm so glad you found me and that you actually said something. I would love to ask you some cruise questions. Number one, what in the world? Like, why? What do y'all get out of it? Number two, are you still currently doing it? And number three, the buffet talked to me. And then I wrote, also, I would love the wildest story you've ever seen. And she wrote me back. She said, I got your message. I can't wait to answer your questions. And when it comes to wild stories, boy, do I have them. And so she's going to write me back.
Goodness.
I know people love me, but
that will be really good.
Isn't that cool?
But hey, I will say something. You just kind of threw it out. I'm on this thing Substack. That's your home base. That's the primary thing.
Yeah. But people are familiar with the phrase Substack. Oh, Instagram? TikTok, yeah, but not Substack. That's new.
Well, and for clarity, you may have heard us talk about stretch marks. Substack is the platform that Melissa's stretch marks on. But so if you're not one of the like 45,000 people that are subscribed for just the free emails, you also get notified when the podcast comes out. Make sure you go to melissaradke.substack.com and become a part of that. But that's also where we have our membership, where if you want a little bit more content, a little more
Radke show,
a little more community, more Radke show, all that kind of good stuff. So,
and the link will be, some of you are like, what stack? The link will be in the show notes, but it's SUBSTACK Substack. It's a lot of fun. And, yeah, check it out. The link will be, David will put it up for us. I have been back in my room working on my computer until my eyes went across on you, and I couldn't think of the name. It's called a gift guide. A gift guide. We kept going, a gift list, a wish list. It's not that. It's a gift guide. And I actually will work on it. I'm going to work on it all this week and all next. And I will hopefully have it ready to go week of Thanksgiving. Oh, wait, that's next week. Yeah, hopefully I'll have it ready to go next week.
You have to have it ready before then because Black Friday and Cyber Monday.
I know, David.
Although, isn't this Friday Pink Friday, or was that last Friday? I saw something. They just say that more people, and if you look right now, even there's already more sales that are already going on, and it's already happening. So.
Well, I'm going to have the gift guide ready, and it's going to be gifts for her, gifts for him, gifts for teens, gifts for teen boys, teen girls. And I'm going to have that ready, and it will be on Substack for all of those that are on Substack. Substack is free to get on. It's free to read my emails. So you should make sure to check out that link. But the things your daughter is asking for Christmas, don't compare to the things your son is asking for.
Oh, yeah. I know that.
Y'all, if we got Remy everything she asked for Christmas, I'm not kidding, I bet we would spend at most $400, which is a lot. But I mean, for some people, that's a lot, you know? I don't know how you look at it. It's relative. $400 if we got her everything.
Because she's not ever lived in a cold climate. So we got
exactly.
We got some.
Oh, I got a coat. I got a park. I got hand warmers. If we got Rocco everything he asked for, $25,000. I kid you not. I kid you not. That's not a joke. David and I just got tickled the other day going, he was at school. Let's add it up. Let's add up what he wants this and this and this. And y'all, he's such a knucklehead. He hasn't added it up one time in his head. David's like, what does he think we do for a living?
I actually am very proud of us because he thinks very highly of us.
He does.
He thinks
we run Enron. Yep. Wait, is that a thing?
You know what? It is back. It went down pretty ugly, but now it is back.
Okay, we'll see it. We're running it and it's cruising.
We're making it back. We're making it back.
All right, we'll be back right after, but you tell them that.
We'll be back.
And tell them to pay attention to this commercial because it's about Beautiful You products and it's legit and it's me. So it's legit.
There you go. We'll be back.
I guess it's been about 2.5 years now that I have been religiously taking the wellness supplements from Beautiful You, and I cannot say enough about them. I feel like my entire body and health feels so differently than it did 2 years ago. From the Trim Fit to the collagen to the colostrum that I take every single day, I'm so happy to be an affiliate with Beautiful You. But now we get to introduce you to the first capsule product in the Beautiful You line. BPC 157 is a regenerative peptide that is brought to the market for the first time ever in capsule form. Why do people love it? They recover in record time, it strengthens joints, it crushes inflammation, it repairs deeper, and protects your gut. Think of it like a reset button for your body, helping you bounce back quicker, move better, and feel stronger from the inside out. I encourage you today to go to beautifulyou.com, put the supplements you want in the cart, let me know what you like, and of course, use code Melissa Radke for 25% off when you subscribe.
All right. We are back. I don't know. We were talking about being on the cruise, and we're talking about when we got back from the cruise, but I don't think we have shared yet what we walked into when we walked into our house.
Yeah.
Our son, he came over here a couple of times to check on things and feed the cats and stuff like that.
He was staying with Noni and Poppy.
We hope he fed the cats. But so he didn't stay here. So we didn't figure it would be a disaster, but we
certainly didn't know to expect this.
We didn't know that it would be, clean and straight, but it would also be decorated for Christmas.
Yes. Yeah.
So we love Christmas, our favorite time of the year. We love the house being decorated, but we don't love decorating the house. We love it being decorated.
You're using the phrase "we" loosely.
Well, someone's got to bring all those boxes to the door.
That's true. And Rocco does a good job at doing that. But I don't know what you're talking about. And I love you, and I'm not trying to be ugly, but you ain't helped me decorate for Christmas. I can't remember the last time. I think what you do is hold the tree up, right? While I spread out the little
skirt. Or lights or whatever.
And you make sure that when they plug in, all the lights come on. That's about it. I
think this is, it's very unfortunate for you. It's very fortunate for me that I have not put the lights on the outside of the house. And now I'm going to have to make a point and not do that.
Don't.
Because you say I don't do anything.
Don't do that to me. And I know you wouldn't. But David can tell you, for most of our marriage, I've been that way. And I don't know why, when it came to decorating for Christmas, my mom loved it. It was a production. Man, she would make the cocoa, turn on Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton's Christmas. I mean, it would be the three of us, me and my mom and dad, and it was a whole deal. But for some reason, that just did not attach to my DNA. I do not care for it. It's like the quote, when someone asked a woman if she enjoyed writing books, she said, "No, I don't enjoy writing books, but I loved having written a book." And that's what David was saying. We don't enjoy decorating for Christmas, but we enjoy the decorations. We enjoy having it done once it's done, but it's not fun for me. So imagine my surprise when David and I pulled up from our cruise and noticed that some of my Christmas decor there's a wreath hanging on my front door. Little Christmas trees and little lanterns with little Christmas bows are sitting out on my front porch. I'm like, what in the heck? And I knew Rocco hadn't done it because he doesn't do stuff like that. My first thought was, did Taylor, Rocco's girlfriend, come over and maybe just do a couple of little things? You guys, when we walked in the house, my house was decorated for Christmas. There were big red bows hanging on the mirrors in my kitchen. There were little wreaths hanging on some of the windows. There was the Christmas tree in the living room. There was a Christmas tree put up and decorated in the sunroom, and a Christmas tree put up and decorated in my master bedroom. I mean, everything that had been sitting out when we left on vacation was put in a box labeled fall and sitting in the corner of the room. And our house was done. And I don't just mean it was halfway done and I just only had about 20 minutes left of things to do. I mean, it was done. And David looked at me and said, "What in the world?" And I knew instantly that one of my dearest friends, her name is Ashley, had come over and done this. She had texted me curious things when I was gone, like, "Hey, do you still have that storage unit?" And, "Hey, can I get Rocco's phone number?" And, "Hey, can I call Rocco if he's even in school?" And I was like, what in the heck? But she's a close friend of ours. And so I didn't honestly really give it much thought. But I knew when I saw my house that that's what had happened. I called her immediately and she said, "Melissa, it's really important to me that you don't," because I said, "Ashley, you've blessed me so much. I don't know how I'm going to bless you back, but man, it's going to be amazing." And I joked and I said, "And it's going to involve figs." Her and I are foodies.
Loving a fig.
Her and I are foodies, and we love anything that involves figs and goat cheese and prosciutto and all the. So I just made that little joke. She said, "Melissa, it's really important to me that you don't pay me back for this in any way, like with your time, with a dessert, with a card, please don't take me out to lunch. Don't." This was the way.
So she told you not to give her a thank you card?
She did.
She's been listening.
She said, "It's really important to me that you don't." She said, and that's what she said, Dave. She goes, "Everything that's going on with your mother, if that was the only thing, I would want to do this for you. But every Christmas, you sing for church. You do all the services at church. You give so much at Christmas time. And then with all this going on with your mom, I just wanted you to walk in and sit down and have a peaceful Christmas. I didn't want you to have to worry a moment about it." And what it said to me was, there is always, Shep is doing that thing because Rocco's just walking in and out of the house. There is always something we can do. There's always something, Dave. I mean, if you are tight on money and you can't choose a child from the Christmas angel tree, is that what they call it? Can you make brownies for a neighbor? Can you go and clean someone's house? I had a friend who did that, who went and it wasn't mine, I wish, but she went and cleaned someone's house for somebody. I mean, can you go over and do laundry? Can you run their parent to the doctor and back? I mean, like, let's be creative and think outside the box of how we can serve people at this time of the holidays.
Yeah, if we look for things, we'll find things. And it doesn't have to be something that is expensive. It doesn't have to be something that is going to take a crazy amount of time or even a lot of effort sometimes.
I just thought it was sweet that she thought about.
Now,
what
hers did take time and effort. I'm not saying that.
Oh, for sure.
But we can find those.
But she thought outside of the box and she thought, what would bless the socks off of Melissa? And then she made it happen. She just made it happen. Okay, so I want to follow this up with something I've not even told you. Okay? The only person that knows is me and my Chat GPT. Because I don't know if you're using Chat GPT, but it gets to know you personally. And so now mine has taken to calling me Mel. Is that weird?
You didn't tell it to?
No, but I will write things about myself sometimes, like I need to let them know melissaradke.com, or I'll say, my friend was just telling me the other day, "Hey, Mel, you need to," so they have heard that.
So they've heard it, yeah.
So the other night, I'd been thinking about this and I went to ChatGPT and this is what I wrote. Actually, if I had my phone, I'd look it up. I said, "Okay, I need your help with something. I have a very large social media platform, as you know. And every season, I want to do something to bless a family, a child, a neighbor, postal work, something. And the season just comes and goes, and I never do it. And I never do it because 1.1 million followers across all of social media is a lot of people to wrangle in when it comes to asking for help or asking for giving or whatever, right? And so, ChatGPT, I want to know how to best serve this holiday season while being transparent with my followers as far as money goes. Like, I don't want you to Venmo me personally. I don't like that. Then I got to show what's going on. I don't want people to not ever trust me. And it gave me, but this is what it said. Mel, we are so excited that you asked this question. What a great time of year for you to do something like this. And then it said, I want to list for you in order the ways that people can give online that are safe, and then the ways that are transparent, and then the ways that are high risk. And it actually really likes GoFundMe, because GoFundMe goes right to the people, right? Or it really likes Amazon wish lists. You create it for that 9-year-old child, then people go on, they purchase it, right? So as we whittled it down, one of the things that I ended up saying, because it would ask me questions, and you know how the ChatGPT always ends with, would you like me to ...
Yeah.
I ended up realizing that I have a heart this year for high schoolers, for kids that maybe Rocco goes to school with around that age. I think a lot of times young kids are thought of during the holidays, but these are still children. They may be 16 years old. They may be 17 years old. They may be 14, but they're still children. They deserve Christmas too. And what happens is little brother and sister are getting all the things from the elementary school, and big brother's not getting a thing. So my heart is really there this year. But you know what ChatGPT said at the very end? Because I listed 1,000 reasons why I shouldn't do it. What if people think that I did it badly? What if they think I'm misusing the funds? And they were like, why don't you just do it and learn as you go? Like, you're not creating electricity here. This really isn't a difficult thing to do. Find a kid in need, find out what they need, put it all in a cart, ask people to get. Like, just start doing it. And I was like, dang, ChatGPT, So I called the school today.
Well, it's kind of like the enemy of momentum is perfection.
Yes, David.
And you just got to start building momentum.
That's right.
And not let perfection actually end up being.
That's a great point. That's exactly what I was doing. I called the high school. I talked to our friend up there, Rocco's friend. It's a teacher, sort of like that he adores. And she said, every year, get this. She said, Melissa, every year things are collected for high schoolers and they're put in bags and given out to certain high schoolers. From the things that are put in the bags to the bag itself to the bow that it's wrapped in, you know who provides it?
The teachers.
The teachers.
Because but in fairness, they make a lot of money.
In fairness,
they've got a lot of money
doing.
They've got so much money.
What with them decorating their own dadgum classrooms? I was shocked at that. And honest to gosh, I really felt guilty but I'm not going to let guilt. I'm not going to let it stop me. But I've thought, oh, crud, Remy's been in high school 4 years. I've never even asked about this. That it ain't going to happen on my watch. I'm going to tell you that. It ain't going to happen on my watch. And it's probably not going to happen on y'all's either, because I'm going to drive y'all crazy. Because if you listen to the Radke podcast and the Radke show, it's because you follow me somewhere, somehow, and I'm going to drive people nuts. And there's not going to be a bag that a teacher is going to provide, not a bow, not a ribbon, nothing. And if we have to fill it up with Nikes and coats, everybody here can do something. They can do something. Gift cards. You kidding me? A $10 Sonic gift card to a teenager who gets nothing? That's a big deal. We'll fill them up with gift cards. But we're going to do that. And I'm so excited about it, David. And I need you to really help me because I'm nervous. I don't want to take this on and then nothing come of it. Like 3 people give, because she was so excited. She's like, Melissa, I can't believe this. Like, this is so great. I'm going to talk to the counselor and figure all this out. And this is so wonderful. And I don't want to fall by the wayside. I really want to do it.
Well, we'll absolutely do it. But you also have to remember, if it's just 3 kids, that's life-changing for those 3 kids. So don't have something in your mind like, we have to, get bags out to 1,000 kids. Maybe that happens. But if there's just 2, 3 kids, really, if there's 1 kid, then it's all worth it.
Anyway, it's going to be exciting. I can't wait to tell you more. Each podcast, I'll hopefully have a little more information about how we're going to go about this. But if you have ideas, please send them to me. I need help with this, but I'm going to not let perfection be the enemy of my motivation. And so I'm going to step out of the boat, try to walk on water. Lord knows I'll probably fall, but if we can bless a couple of kids, it's totally worth it. We'll be back right after this, y'all. Hey, y'all, it's Melissa. If you like what you hear on the Radke Show podcast, then you'll love what's happening over on my Substack, Stretch Marks. It's where I tell the stories I'm not ready to say out loud yet. You'll get my weekly letters, my daily voice memos, and the kind of community that feels like girlfriends around queso with Diet Coke. Come join us, melissaradke.substack.com, and bring your stretch marks too. We wear them proud. All right, David, we're going to do a little thing. We've done it before, but I'm going to ask you to hook up some music to this as loud as you can. You're going to put these headphones on. You're not going to be able to hear me, but I am going to say things, you're going to have to read my lips, that are holiday related. What holiday, you ask? I'm going to pick a holiday. It's going to be Thanksgiving or Christmas, okay? But I'm going to say this names of songs. I'm going to say things we eat. I'm going to say dates. But you have to guess what I'm saying, okay? And David, I better be able to hear that music coming out of your ears. Okay, give him a second.
Oh.
Okay, are you ready? Is that turned up all the way? I want to know it's turned up all the way. Okay, it is.
Let him start singing.
Okay, quit singing. Oh, the weather outside is frightful.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful.
Very good. Okay. Pass around the turkey and some pumpkin pie.
Basting the turkey with pumpkin pie.
Pass around the turkey and some pumpkin pie.
Billy Bob loves pumpkin pie.
We're going to do that one more time. When you pass around the turkey and some pumpkin pie.
When you pass around the turkey and some pumpkin pie.
Very good. Very good. Okay, ready? Up on the housetop, click, click, click.
Up on the rooftop.
Up on the housetop, click, click, click.
David,
don't do something with your tongue.
That's what you did. You went, up on the rooftop, la, la, la.
Up on the housetop, click, click, click.
All I get is rooftop.
That's not right. Okay, take them off. My turn. Up on the housetop, click, click, click.
Ah.
Okay, I did all songs. You don't have to. Ooh, I stopped it. Sorry. Don't talk super loud.
Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
You're talking too loud. I can hear you. Y'all, even in church, he is a terrible whisperer. Horrible. You can hear everything he says. Grandma got run over by a reindeer is what you said.
I can't. Under the mistletoe.
Who wants it to snow?
Under the mistletoe.
Hundreds want it to snow. Wait, hold on. Say it again.
Under the mistletoe.
Hunters. I don't know, hunters, something. One more time.
Under the mistletoe.
Mistletoe. Hunters and mistletoe. Under the mistletoe. One more.
Figgy pudding.
Ave Maria.
Figgy pudding.
I'm feeling pretty.
Figgy pudding.
Feeling pretty.
Oh.
Widows getting pretty. Widows getting pretty.
That was it.
What was it?
Figgy pudding.
Oh, David, you know we're going to know that. Okay, now we're going up a notch. We're going to make it harder. Eight crazy nights. 8 crazy nights. And if none of y'all know what that is, that's the Adam Sandler song. Remember he did it on Saturday Night Live? Talking about Hanukkah. 8 crazy nights.
It's cold outside.
8 crazy nights.
8 crazy nights.
Yes, very good. Ready? I don't think this has anything to do with holidays.
I got to see your lips.
I'm talking to them. I don't think this has anything.
Hey, hang on. It's switching songs.
I don't think this has anything to do with the holidays. Here we go. Hey. David, look at me. Mazel tov. I don't know if that has anything. Mazel tov.
Mazel tov?
Yes. Okay. Feliz Navidad.
You know, 8 crazy nights and Mazel tov aren't really Christmas.
Hey, it's still Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. I'm trying to say it with an accent.
Come outside.
Feliz Navidad.
That sounded like a dirty word outside. Or it looked like a dirty.
Feliz Navidad.
It feels cold outside?
Hold on. If I was saying this normal, I would say Feliz Navidad. But I want to say it with an accent. Feliz Navidad. Okay, I'll say it.
Why are you rolling your tongue? La, la, la.
Exactly. Feliz Navidad.
Feliz Navidad.
All right. I told them, I said, y'all, if I was saying it normal, I'd say Feliz Navidad. And of course, that's when you get it. All right. That's it for us, you guys. We love you. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks for listening to The Radke Show. Find me on Substack. Check all the links in today's show notes and be a part of everything we're doing and leave us a great review. Until next time. Bye, y'all. Bye. Thanks for listening to this episode of The Radke Show. We're going to end now so that you can go and love on your people. Till next time.